G'day everyone. Recently I got contacted by SOONWELL. They asked me if I'd be interested in looking at this power handle. And I thought, yeah, fantastic, because this will actually power a number of things that I own. Particularly, it's the first one that I've seen that will use the Z battery as a dumb battery off this battery here. So it seems to work very, very well. And I'll take you through the whole system. So this is the box that it comes with. This is the power handle itself. You can see it's very, very well made. It's solid metal actually. It sort of feels like it's built like a tank. Now it comes with a number of accessories. You've got the Z battery that you've got here that you can attach into the unit, and like I said, I'll show you these all working. There's also D-tap accessories that you can put in as well, and you've also got this little attachment that's at the back that you can stick in onto the side that I'll show you, and there's also attachments here that you can have it as a top mounting unit as well. Now there's two ways that you can mount this. I'm going to show you the way that it's mounted on the side. That's the way I like to use it, so it becomes a handle that way. But you can, if you want to, attach this to the front here, and then it will screw in, and then you can attach that to your mount so it'll go that way, so then you've got a top handle as well. So you can run it from a top handle if you like, or you could run it from the side. I like to run it from the side, so that's the way that I'm going to be showing you how I use this today. You also get a whole stack of screws. Like I said, there's a couple I've already put in there because you can mount this in all different ways. So it does come with a stack of different screws and Allen keys as well. So you've got basically everything that you need. There are mounting points at the top through here. And also on the bottom, but I've got an attachment down the bottom that I'll show you connected to my cage in a second. Then basically all there is, there's two D-tap points here. There's two DCI ports through here as well, and then there's a USB port here that you can use to power up as well. It's great, so you've got all these options that you can power things from if you're using D-tap and all other things, and I'll show you some of these accessories actually being powered as well. You've got a power button at the back, which if you turn on will go red. That shows you that power is on. And then at the side here, you've just got to check, so it'll show you how much battery is in this as well. And you see at the moment it's fully charged. So the model number is PH70. That's the model number for this unit itself. You can get one that's solid black. You can also get the one like this that has this sort of a browner handle, this leather look handle. Now the battery itself is 72 watt hours and it's 5000 mAh, which is really good, so it's really powerful. In fact, if you look at the Sony battery inside here, these are 16.4 wattage hours, so you're getting over 4.5 of these in this unit. So you could power up all day if you were shooting video with this, and in fact if you can start to say use it for the camera, you can also then charge lights and things like that, which I'll show you working. So what I'll do, I'll show you how we put this all together, and I'll show you how we put it together on the actual cage. So this is the other mount that comes with the unit, the SOONWELL unit, and this will screw into that side mount that I've got stuck into the actual battery or the grip here. These two will go together, so that's how these are both going to join on. Like I said, if you wanted to, you could join this onto the front there and then attach that onto the cage, so then it becomes a top handle cage, as you'll sort of see there. So it would attach that way if you want to go and use it like as a top handle, but I'm going to connect it through this way, so we'll do that now. So what we're going to do here, I've put the camera into the cage itself, and like I said, I've already screwed that into the cage here. Now all I have to do is put this onto this area here, and then I can screw that into this unit. Now you just have to make sure that that's tightly in. Now you can see that that's holding it now, so it's completely solid, and it feels really nice in your hand. Like I said, I do like using these because it gives you a good bit of grip, and I think that sort of fits really nicely there. And particularly if you're hand holding the video, this is a great way of doing it. All right, so what I'm going to do, the first thing I'll show you is how you can power up. This is the a7iii, so it does come with the dummy Z battery, so I'm going to put that in. Now I've tried to make this so it'll go on as neat as possible, so I can run it around the front of the camera like that, or you could go underneath it. It just depends how you'd like to use it. Now all you have to do is then plug that into the power unit here, so one of the DC ports. All right, so once I've connected that into here, all I have to do is turn that power on, And then if I switch the camera on at the front, you'll see that it will now power up the camera. So now it's running from that. And like I said, you've got 4.5 times the capacity to run your camera this way. So if you were shooting all day, you'd be able to run this all day. But there's other things that you can add onto this as well. So let's try a couple of other little attachments to see what we can run from this. So what we'll try and do is I'm going to have the camera powered up from this, and also this desk view monitor as well. I'll try and plug this into the unit over here. This just goes into the second port that I've got here, and then I'll plug that into the bottom of the camera through here. Now you can obviously fix all these cables and make it very tidy and stuff like that. I'll just connect this into the camera so that you can see that this is all working. Now again, what you've got to do here, so you can see how the setup works. That's really quite a nice little setup. Like I said, I could fix all these cables, but I'm just showing this as an example how it works. So again, you've just got to make sure that you power up through the back, turn the camera on. So you can see at the moment now the monitor's running. I've got the camera running at the same time, and this is all from this battery that's running external here. So I don't even have to have the battery on this, so it sort of keeps that weight down a little bit because I'm not running separate batteries for everything. And like I said, I've got 72 watt hours in this that can run it as well. There is an overload switch here too, so if you have put too much power coming out of this, or you're trying to get too much power, the overload switch will come on. Okay, so what I thought we'd try now is we'd try and push this a little bit further. I'm going to have it powering up my camera and then also the Ninja V. And this is running the obviously the SSD at the back. Now I've just got it plugged in to the dumb battery that's onto the back of the Ninja V there. So if I power the camera up, and then we'll power this up, I've just got this facing forward so you'll be able to see if it actually comes on. Kerry will nod at me when it comes on. Can you see the picture, Kerry? Or? Oh, you've seen Kerry, yeah. So there's Kerry sitting in the background there. So it is powering up there. You can see the overload button's fine. So it's running all of this off that one handle that we're looking at through here. So this is incredibly powerful. Like I said, I would be having this facing towards me, but what a great system in the fact that I'm not having to lug around all those spare batteries. I mean, I probably would take them in case if eventually it does die, and then you've got spare batteries if you want to go that way. But you know, it's just amazing. Like I said, you can also run DTAP. You could run those straight into your lights if you're running, say, the LCD lights and things like that that run from the DTAP lights. It's just fantastic. I think really for me, doing weedings and stuff like that, this really is fantastic when I'm dealing with not having to lug around so much gear. And I do like having the cameras with the cages on the gimbals because I often do the hand shooting, and having that ability to have it all off the one unit is really fantastic, and not having to worry about multiple batteries and everything else. And like I said, if I was just powering this, it probably would run nearly all day, and that's the great part about this. So you know, it's a really good system. So we'll try and just see if it powers up a light as well, and we'll try that. So again, I've got this now trying to charge up this light as it's being used, and again, it's working quite well. Now, you wouldn't use a lead like this, obviously. I'm just trying to show you how this all works. It's a USB-C into the USB-A lead through here, but that's also working. So lastly, we'll just try this. I've recently just got these, and I'm going to be reviewing this in another review, but this is a wireless system, and this is another great thing. I mean, you can use the Sony batteries in the back of these, but again, I like to carry around the minimal amount of gear. So what we'll do is we'll try and turn this on. So the camera's on at the moment, and we'll just turn that on and then see if this boots up. So you can see that's also booted up. And then what you could do is just attach that onto the top of the cage like this. And then you've got that, then you could walk around and it's all linked together. I just haven't tightened that up, but you'll get the idea. But so again, what a fantastic system. So you can power up multiple things from this unit, and like I said, if it's going to overload, you're going to get the light to show overload through there anyway. But I will be, like I said, using this for the Z battery. Even if you're shooting video, it's great to not to have to worry about running out of power, which is fantastic. And like I said, you can run multiple things like monitors, lights, all these other things without having to carry around extra batteries. And it's all from this one device and from this one handle that you're able to hold just like this. So let me know what you think about it. I think it's fantastic. I will put the links down below. If you have any questions, please contact me as soon as possible, and I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. Apart from that, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.